Hey everybody, hi Brooke. Welcome to the Friday Five.
Hey, Savannah. Good to see you.
Awesome. We're excited to jump in today. I know right now that a lot of clients and nonprofits are jumping on the phone, talking through some ideas that they have or what's going to be something that they're going to be doing for fundraising throughout the year. What are you hearing about a lot? What are the questions people are asking?
Well, this week it has been peer-to-peer, which I love because we built Swell to be a peer-to-peer platform, and I love peer-to-peer. So we're getting a lot of curiosity about peer-to-peer, people wanting to refine their peer-to-peer and talk about it. So that's what I'm hearing a lot of this week. So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So why do we love peer to peer? What's so great about it?
Well, what I love about peer-to-peer, which emerges on these calls, is that the donor retention on peer-to-peer tends to be higher than it is on other styles of events, particularly auction-centered events. And at our core, every event is peer-to-peer. I mean, you go to a table because you're a tabled event because the host invites you. I mean, we know the walk peer-to-peer model, that's a given, but really every event or campaign at its core is peer-to-peer, and it's the best way to connect to new donors. And so, yeah, it's just so fun to sort of breathe life into that very human aspect of fundraising.
Sure.
So, absolutely. And you have a great instinct for this, Savannah. We've talked about this a lot. Why do you think you have such a great instinct for peer-to-peer fundraising?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's probably because we've been doing it since we were little. I mean, especially being an athlete, it was something that was always incorporated into what we were doing. You had to fundraise to get the right
Mhm.
uniforms or to get the updated bats and balls. And, it was just something they incorporated from the beginning, but not just with athletes, they do it in school. I mean, Valentine's coming up. I'm thinking about the candy grams that student council sells. And it's
Mhm.
just something that everybody does starting at a young age. It's just incorporated into all the kinds of fundraising that you're doing.
That's right. And we've seen that with our college campaigns, right? Like the
Right.
college athletes, I mean,
Yeah.
that it's like they've been working out for that. They know exactly what to do when you put a peer system in front of them. They know
Right.
what to do with it, and they've been doing it a long time. That really surprised me. That's generational. I think I don't think that we did that kind of fundraising the way your generation has. So, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, it's been fun to watch you do that. Our
Thanks.
expert peer-to-peer fundraiser.
Thank you. Thank you. We try. We try.
Yeah. But today, like talking reminded me though, like when we built Swell, every time I'm showing the platform, there are just these certain features around it though that really I love creating those wow moments
Mhm.
for somebody. And like just today when I was showing it, one of those wow moments is when someone bec- registers with our system. We think every event can be peer to peer if you want it to be, just like I said. And so that means every ticketed guest has a fundraising page, and it just automatically creates that page. They don't have to customize it. They don't have a password, and it's super, super easy. And
Mhm.
every time I show that, like they get, oh, that's great, and I forget, like it's been 10 years, like oh yeah, we did do that. So that's one of my favorite things is when we can show a nonprofit like that it's easy, that the sharing is easy,
Right.
and that they can really make it work. You show this off a lot. What are some of your favorite peer to peer features that create that wow factor for new clients?
Yeah, I actually had a call today, and the client was super excited by the fact that they were going to be able to incorporate peer to peer into their event in the room where everyone's going to be sitting. So, this fundraising display that we have shows the leaderboards and shows the fundraising real time. They were so excited that they were going to be able to make their big ask and not only ask people to give, but kind of make them see what they're giving and what kind of impact it's making. So they have a tabled event and they're excited to have everybody at the table realize, hey, we're in third place. We need to bump ourselves up to first. Let's give a little bit of extra money.
Mhm.
So this just incorporates the peer to peer into the room. Not only are
Yeah,
you making that ask, but you're also including the peer to peer with it. It just makes it a little bit more fun. And I think that they like that added capability to be able to do that while they're also asking people to donate. It just makes it a little bit more fun, gives a little
yeah,
extra pizzazz. It's different and it's not just the typical ask with the checkbook. So I think they really, really
right.
like that.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to pop up in the room. The cool part about this that really blows people's minds is that this connects to the virtual module. So if someone gives online, it pops up here. If they give in the room, it pops up on the virtual. So all of that is in sync. And so both audiences can watch and
Right.
experience the fundraising real time and be a part of it. So
Right.
that's a really unique aspect, and it adds a lot of energy to the giving at an event.
Well, and that's
that
extremely important right now too.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
especially with all the stuff going on, being able to incorporate people who aren't actually there into the room is really nice.
yeah, it really is fun. That leads me to, like, this is a tabled event, and the table that raises the most money gets to eat dessert first. And I think they've been
And who wouldn't want to do that?
they would want to do that, yeah. And but at a minimum, it means, like, one of the things that I showed a client this week was that I was like, even if you don't really lean into the peer to peer too much, we can still tell you in the transaction report where every single transaction in the room is sitting. And so it shows the transaction, it shows the table number. And so at a minimum, the transaction report shows the peer aspect and can help them track that. So some just really want to track that, and
Right.
which is fun. So yeah, it's that there are a lot of things like that surprise people. We also talked about a dragon boat concept. That's like Dancing with the Stars,
Yep.
dragon boat. Today we were talking about a dragon boat race, and she asked about leaderboards, and I was like, oh, absolutely. Yeah, leaderboards, of course. We got
Always.
lots of leaderboards. So yeah.
Always.
And then how she could print a QR code on the signs at the event, and then they'd be able to engage in this real time during their event. So yeah, that's where the technology helps peer to peer. But
Absolutely.
I love it just because I think it's the core of fundraising. Very human.
Right. Well, yeah, and you're right. I mean, I think a lot of people initially think that it's for online fundraising, but you can incorporate it into all of your events of every kind, every single one.
Yeah.
There's no need
Yep.
to have to feel like it's only built for a specific type of fundraising. It's truly meant for everything.
Yep.
And I mean, we're biased, obviously, but I would say
Mhm.
always, always, always incorporate it into your events, campaigns, whatever you're doing to raise money.
Yeah, I would too.
Awesome.
Well,
Well,
it's
thanks.
fun to see you. Thanks for arranging this.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I hope you'll have a great Friday and great weekend.
Okay. Bye.